Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me for the April of 2017 Tarot Scope with Animal Totem. As always, we'll be using both decks of my creation, including the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the Tarot Spread General Reading, and then we will use the Animal Totem deck that I also created for your monthly Animal Totem. If you're interested in specifically a love reading, I do have the love readings available on Vimeo on demand. You can find the links below or above in the eye in the sky. This month of April, the deck we'll be using is the Aquarian Tarot. That will be the deck that's used for the paid Lots of Love reading, which is actually 2 readings in one. You get 2 for $2 and some change. So if you want to check that out, please do. Be sure to check out my website to find out how to get a reading from me, as well as these decks and books and everything I offer. Please stay tuned for the information on how the readings work. And without further ado, on to April's reading. First of all, I want you to take time to gaze upon each card. There are messages in the image and text. Pause the video if you have to, because the words will shift and change to reveal a message that is just for you. This is Empowerment Tarot. I'm not here to tell you how to lead your life, and no one should. Trust your own intuition and allow your guides and angels to speak directly to you. If this reading does not resonate with you, be sure to check your rising and moon sign for further insights and illuminations. Finally, as to the court cards, which represent the people in the spread. Because this is a general reading for so many people, the court cards will not be gender specific. So even though I may refer to a queen as a female, as she is represented on the card, it really could be anybody in these general readings. So now, without further ado, on to the readings. Hello Sagittarius, and thank you for joining me for the April of 2017 Tarot Scope. And what? Animal Totem, but here's what I heard. I heard Polly Want a Cracker and Polly Wally Doodle all day. So where did that come from? You got me. But hopefully it made sense to somebody out there. Well, probably somebody's name's Polly. They would do Polly Want a Cracker and Polly Wally Doodle. Maybe, here's what I'm picking up too. Somebody actually used to say that to somebody. You got teased. Somebody's name's Polly and they teased them. They said those things to them. They called them Polly Wally Doodle, or they said Polly Want a Cracker, or, or something like that. So, I think. Who knows? That was just such a weird random thing to pop out as the message. Okay, so we're doing Sag. This is you. Whether you're male or female, if you watch the intro. You are in the central card of the spread, so everything is kind of revolving around you. Everything's kind of going in your direction. You got the fire and the moon. Now, are we having a new moon? And we are not. But I want to mention the new and full moons. Whenever that moon card shows up, I always try to mention them. We're going to have first the full moon on April 11th in the sign of Libra, and then we're going to have a new moon on April 26th in the sign of Taurus. Now, I'm putting these up early in March. If you're watching this, there will be that new moon in fire in Aries on the 28th of March. So if you're watching this before April, it could be talking about that as well. I would say it's the new moon. So it's either going to be that new moon in Aries on the 28th of March or the new moon in Taurus on the 26th, because we have the Ace of Rods here. The Ace of Rods is always a new beginning. It's the seeds that you plant that are going to bloom and grow. So, this is a time of year that you're meant to be planting seeds, and that's something. And I always want to look at these pointers. Where does it go? It points right up at the Temperance card. Temperance is balance, things being in balance, but it's the right combination. The right thing for you is going to show up. It's also angelic forces being around and guiding you and watching out over you and helping you, There does seem to be, up here we do have the Ten of Swords and we have this decision here. So there was some sort of decision that came down and it didn't go in your favor. But I even though it's the Ten of Swords and it's kind of a hard card, it's feeling really down and out and everything, this is so bright and you're in the upright position that I feel like you've already come back from it. Like you're going to recover quickly or turn around from this thing. And you're ready to start this new beginning. And you're ready to get on this new path. And you're ready to find the right combination. Because when this card shows up next to here, it'll tell us that this was not the right combination. It was not the right combination. So the right combination is showing up. And you have it all. It's good for you to do some, I feel like you guys should be doing some moon work. like lighting a candle on a new moon and putting out your intentions or what you want to release on the full moon. What am I trying to release? I feel like it would help you, because this reminded me of like a candle or something. I feel like you could get some benefit, and that would help you connect with this higher spiritual things through the lights of the candles and stuff. Yeah, you feel like something was taken away from you, or there was some kind of betrayal or breakup, but whatever was taken away will be returned. That's what the Six of Cups says. It doesn't always mean it's the same thing, but it can. Okay, say you had a falling out in a fight with a partner. This could say that you would get back together with that same person. It could say that. But sometimes it just says you'll find somebody else that's just as good. You know, you'll love again. You know, this is night and day, by the way. This is being very hurt, and this is being very happy. And you're in the middle. So you're coming from being very hurt into getting your act together, and you got the new beginning, into rolling into the Six of Cups, which is, you know, I'm feeling like my old self again. I'm ready for love again. I feel good again. This Hangman is here, and Hangman is never a bad card if it's your first time watching the readings. I don't ever read Hangman as bad. He's not being strangled. He's being enlightened. And he's gaining enlightenment. He's pausing and waiting. He's not rushing out and doing anything. He's planting the seeds and you're waiting. It's not to go, do. Plant the seeds, offer it up to Spirit, light some candles, and then allow it to come in, allow it to happen. It's spiritual growth. This next relationship, whether it's with the same person or a different person, or maybe it's not even a love relationship at all. Maybe it's having to do with your work situation. You'll have grown. You'll have grown to a new level, therefore you would attract a new level of relationship, or it's going to be different, and in a good way. You know, it's going to be an improvement. It's going to be better, but only because you've grown and changed. It's that you can't do the same thing over and over again, expect a different result. That's the insanity thing, right? It's not like that. It's like, you know, I've really changed, and I've really come on. That moon is really standing out to me too. Maybe you need to do a little moon gazing too, with this card and that card. If it's, you know, go out under that full moon on the 11th or thereabouts, and maybe you're going to get some insights or some downloads or some information or something like that, and that's going to help you. I feel like it's going to help you. Okay, let's get over to that animal totem. We touched on love here, but if you want to get it more into love, please do check out the Vimeo on demand. It's 2 readings. You get 2 readings for $2. It's from 2 different perspectives. I do it male and female, but it's really just 2 readings. Just like these, I found out that gender isn't always going to work. So, but you get like 2 readings in one. This month it's the Aquarian Tarot. It's for $2 and some change. So check that out if you really want just love. Okay, for Sagittarius, for April 2017. The ox. The ox is obstinate. You know, he's been coming out a lot lately. Okay, ox. Strength, endurance, patience, presence, clearing of karma, accepting what is. That's very relevant to this part up here. Standing strong, plowing through. Elimination creates space for magic. So getting past this creates space for magic. And whenever spirits like the angelic cards show up, that always does say that there could be a magical element or something really magical can really happen. Strength and endurance, keep going forward though, you know. The victim thing really stands out to me there, you know. So don't fall into that victim thing, you know. Don't fall back into that being a victim thing, you know. You're stronger than you know, too. Strength is the very first card out here. And that's what I really want. That just came to me real strong. That's a message for you guys. That you're stronger than you know. Oh, that's a Stevie Nicks song, too. What is that? For I'm stronger than you know. Leather and lace. Let me look that up. Look up some lyrics. Because people seem to like that. And I am the rock and roll prophetess after all. Leather and lace, Stevie Nicks. Well, it's give to me your lover, take from me my lace. Meaning, you know, make me a little stronger. Is a love so fragile, and the heart so hollow, shattered with the words impossible to follow. You're saying I'm fragile, I'm trying not to be. I search only for something I can see. I have my own life, and I'm stronger than you know. Boy, am I getting chills on this one. But I carry this feeling when you walked into my house, that I wouldn't be walking out the door, that you wouldn't be walking out the door. Still, I carry that feeling when you walked into my house, that you won't be walking out the door. Lovers forever, face to face. My city or mountains. I don't think it's my city. Stay with me, stay. I need you to love me. I need you today. Give to me your leather. Take from me my lace. You in the moonlight with your sleepy eyes. Could you ever love a man like me? And you were right when I walked into your house. I knew I'd never want to leave. Sometimes I'm a strong man, and sometimes cold and scared, and sometimes I cry. I knew with you to light my... But I knew that time I saw you, I knew with you to light my nights, somehow I'd get by. And then it's just the chorus over and over again. Well, for some of you, maybe you are going to get back together with somebody that you broke up with. But if you do, it's going to have to be a lot different, and I would set that as a precedent. I would say, listen, if we're going to do this again, no matter what the thing, because this isn't really, there's one sort of love card in here, but it's not really necessarily about love. Again, if you want just love, go over here. This could be going back to a family member. This could be going back to an old job that you used to work, or an old type of career. Either way, I feel like you kind of got to set some ground rules and say, listen, I'm not the same person that I was back here, because you're not. I feel like that's important. And then Sty just turned out. Somebody's really messy. They just got Sty, S-T-Y, So somebody's messy. Their house is like a sty, and that's all talking about moving into my house and stuff too. But anyways, you've changed, you've grown. I bet you have, with Saturn going through your I bring this up every reading, but it's a big deal. When Saturn goes through your sign, it's a really, really big deal. So anyways, Saggies, thank you guys for tuning in for the free readings on YouTube. Again, if you want just a love reading, two for $2.20-something, you can go over to Vimeo. Please check out my website to find out how to get a reading from me, which you can find in that little eye in the sky or in the description below. You can find out how to get a reading, how about my books, my decks, everything I have to offer is on the website. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking and sharing and everything you do to help support the channel and keep these monthly readings free for the duration. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of April, and I'll speak to you soon.